Hi.
Yeah, we're triplets, yeah.
Hi, I'm Nick. I just work on the farm and I'm looking for a job as an engineer at the moment.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm the whinging one. G'day, I'm James and I drive the picker and header and sit on my bum all day. The whole farm is about 7,500 acres. So we grow cotton if we can. Last few years we've been growing sorghum, it's been very good money. Chickpea, wheat, barley, corn. Yeah, try and grow a bit, soybeans. So, but yeah, cotton's our main crop. If you can make some money out of it, we just love growing it. We're sitting on the upper Connemara Ballon Basin, so really we're not too far from the headwaters at Killarney. So we're the start of the Murray-Darling. Yeah. So whatever happens here affects the Murray-Darling right through.
Dalby and the Surat Basin is home to some of Australia's prime agricultural land, but it's also the hottest new market in Queensland's $100 billion coal seam gas industry and open cut mining, which has got a lot of farmers really worried.
We've got both. We've got like a third of our farm is potentially going to be an open cut coal mine and destroyed forever, and the rest of our land is all subject to coal seam gas activity. We're lucky to date we haven't had any wells drilled on our farm, but the whole of our area is destined to be drilled.
To access the gas, first they have to drain the coal seam of water.
And this water is very saline, and it is also fully allocated under the Great Artesian Basin Water Resource Plan. So every bit of water they take out of the coal seams to access their gas is going to have an impact on somebody else in the Artesian Basin.
Coal seam gas sounds great. It's easy to say it's clean and green. It's half the emissions of petroleum when you run your car on it. Let's have a look at the ecological footprint of this thing at the production end, and until you can satisfactorily answer what you're going to do with 1 million semi-trailer loads of salt and how you're going to prevent the destruction of the Great Artesian Basin, we think you should cool your heels a little bit.
The gas companies say they'll be able to contain the salt and purify some of the water for alternate use. And the Queensland Government is currently putting together a blueprint of high-value agricultural land to identify which areas shouldn't be mined.
We think we're making a bit of ground in that area, but even if we deliver that outcome, which would be very nice, that doesn't fully address the concerns of the damage to the aquifers and the salt that can come from the coal seam gas. To me, whether they can re-inject, say 90% or so of the coal seam gas water is the very question that will determine whether we should have a coal seam gas industry in Queensland or not.
At least mining, you can see what's happening. You can see, the impact they're having. It's very localised. It's there. The problem with coal seam gas is there's so many unknowns. We don't know what impact it's going to have. And they promote it. They say, look, we're not digging it up. You guys can come back in here in 20 years' time and everything's going to be fantastic. But, we've got two huge issues with it. One's the salt. They're potentially creating a huge environmental problem in 30 years' time. So there's no real management plan for that. And the second thing is our underground water.
You're quite happy to use the water that's available on the cotton, but, it's not okay for the mining company to use it?
Yeah, but it's different water, isn't it? Theirs is new water that hasn't been allocated. Their water, they're actually taking additional water from the system. We've got a system that is deteriorating and they're taking more water. Like, for example, we run bores, the government over-allocated it, and we're going to face up to 40 to 50% cutbacks. So we're going to try and find that through efficiencies. So we're facing cutbacks in the above aquifers, and the coal seam gas companies are allowed to take more water from the underground aquifers. Now that does make sense.
Now, you're one of the guys who wants to stay on the farm. You've bought into a farm as well. Trying to.
Paying it off slowly.
So are you concerned about what this is going to mean for your investment?
Yeah, probably it's more for the irrigation, I think, for us. You imagine if they stuffed up the Great Artesian Basin, can you imagine that'd stuff up the whole country?